back! We just had a vision!
So, you now know exactly who we are.
I already know who you were already! Diana is the girl you arranged to marry? I can totally understand why you wouldn't want to marry her!
Not anymore. Once we left, the arrangement was broken. With no sons to marry off, her dad couldn't go through with the marriage deal.
If Diana is here for us, that means she's trying to save her kingdom from being attacked.
Either that or she's just doing it because she wants more power. She could be just self-centered and not give a toss about her kingdom.
That's not true. She wants to rule our kingdom. Having one of us will give her the right to our kingdom as much as we'd have right over hers.
See, she only cares about power. She doesn't give a toss about her people.
So she's a gold digger.
Exactly, Matthew.
Well, with a kingdom like ours, what succubus wouldn't want to marry us for it?
It all makes sense. She wanted them so that she could finally take over an opposing kingdom. She knew that despite her power, she wouldn't be able to fight against their father, so she had to find another way in. That manipulative... Before I could continue, I felt my head suddenly get heavy and dizzy. I gripped my head, muling under my breath. What that?
I took too much. I'm so sorry.
It's okay, Damien. It's not your fault.
Rest now. There's no need to do anything more today.
The boy suddenly rushed over and helped me lay back down as my vision was painted in white polka dots. I needed sleep badly. Instantly, I closed my eyes and let the darkness consume me. After what seemed like hours, I finally woke up, slightly refreshed. My body knew that if I slept any longer, I'd be up all night, which was not part of the plan of the day. I rubbed my eyes and sat up, letting a soft groan escape my lips. In response, something beside my bed shuffled, causing me to look over. I didn't know what I was expecting. Besides me, sitting in a chair beside the bed was Damien. Rousing himself up to see me awake, I smiled at him, seeing his slightly ruffled hair and tired eyes.
Oh, you're awake. How do you feel?
Well, I could be feeling a lot better, but thank you for asking, Damien. Better. Damien nodded before he looked down at the bed, taking my hands into his.
I'm sorry. This is all my fault.
Damien, it's not your fault.
No, it is. I was the one who wanted to come to the human world. I convinced the others to come with. If I never did that, we'd never have put you in danger like this.
Damien, if you'd done that, I would have never met you. I quickly reached over and put my fingers on his lips, stopping him from going any further. I didn't want to hear anymore. Damien, it's okay. I wanted to help you out. I offered to let you all stay. Nothing is your fault. I gently moved my hand and kept Damien's cheeks, staring at him with concern. I didn't want him to hold guilt in his mind about this whole ordeal. Danny was desperate and she'd hunting anyone for them. She'd hunt anyone for them. It wasn't his fault she was desperate enough to hunt them down. One thing bothered me though. Why did his dad scorn him? Why did Damien want to run away? The others seemed a little obvious, but Damien was a mystery. Before I could vocally curious, however, Damien gently held my head in his hands. Damien? Damien frowned and simply held me.
I'll show you everything.
You don't have to, sweetie, if it's painful for you. Damien let a small laugh. A hint of depression lingered in his breath. He let out. Before he focused his energy into my head, my vision blurred, and suddenly I was back in the demon castle. I expected to see Damien wandering around the halls or with his brothers. However, I found him alone, sitting on the foot of the throne, tearfully curled up in Nepal. The room smelled of blood, but my eyes couldn't look away from the tearful Damien. Damien? I knew he couldn't hear me, but I instinctively called out to him. He looked lonely. Where were his brothers?
Why are you crying?
Oh my god, it is our grandfather! It's our Jiminy Cricket! So our grandfather did help him! Oh my gosh! Oh, grandfather, you're such a saint! Damien picked his head up suddenly as I did. Grandfather? Grandfather, my Jiminy Cricket, what are you doing here?
Who are you? What do you want?
Is this the first time he meets them?
I just want to know if you're okay.
Who are you?
Oh, he scared him.
Don't be afraid. I'm just a friend.
Friend?
I said, completely shocked. How did he? When did he? My grandfather knew them? Everything started going and fast forward. I saw Damien talking to the voice of my grandfather, seeing the sad face go from happy to surprised to fascinated and cycle randomly. There was even moments when Matthew joined him. Then Damien speak for the voice in the air. It was all unbelievable. Here my grandfather spoke of the human world, painting to a beautiful world full of opportunity. How did my grandfather know about all this? What was going on? My mind slightly spun at the idea that my grandfather delved into magic and demons. Eventually the world around me slowed down to see the boys standing before the empty throne. They looked determined, stout, and ready for something to happen. Damien stepped forward and held his hand out to the throne.
O tenebris portas, aperiat nobis, laudetur exitum, desiderium.
My grandfather started to chant a phrase unfamiliar to me, then an eruption into the air around the boys. Gusts of wind started to brush through the room like a storm rushing in. I watched her as a small tower opened in the air in front of the throne. It glowed an unholy purple color, peeking into a very familiar pink cafe. No way, that's... Quickly Sam rushed over and dove his hand through the tear, pulling it open, making it larger, and revealing the pink lake cafe with my grandfather on the other side. My grandfather held out his hand, ushering the boys to come.
Hurry up, boys! I can't hold it open for long!
Instantly the boys ran through the tear, climbing through and almost crashing into the tables and chairs of the cafe. I felt myself move through as well, joining them as my grandfather closed the portal. The boys looked around the space, almost mystified at the sight. My grandfather laughed out of breath before sitting down at one of the nearby tables. Oh my god, my grandfather let demons into the world of the humans. I'm so proud of him. You're the best grandfather in the world. Wait a minute, how did you die then?
There now. Welcome to the human world, boys. Let's see. Kay, make us some coffee, please. These boys need a drink.
Seriously, the woman at the cafe, Kay, is okay. Oh, bloody hell, the things happen, I tell you. And people are just like, there's my character, totally like, oh my god, these guys can't exist. Then all of a sudden, here he is having a cup of coffee with these guys. I turned to see Kay, the owner of the cafe, and the only other person in the room, besides the boys, smile and quickly get to work on making coffee. I was dumbfounded. She knew about them. I felt myself getting dizzy at the thought, but I shook my head out and tried to focus on what was going on. So in other words, I could just go to Kay and ask her about them, couldn't I? My grandfather looked at the boys up and down before chuckling again. The boys must have still been speechless. So was I.
You'll need a spell to cover yourselves up. Humans don't exactly have horns or parade around naked.
The boys looked at each other before collectively nodding and focusing their energies. Before my eyes, they went from demons to human-looking demons. They looked to each other, ecstatic at their new looks. My grandfather, however, cleared his throat and brought the attention back to him.
Now, don't be rude to Kay now. Sit and enjoy some coffee. It's the best in town.
The boys obeyed, obviously in his dad. I looked at Damien's face, and he was almost in tears with joy. I could tell that he was beyond happy to be in the human world. I almost felt like crying for him, but I couldn't understand why. Maybe it was his facial expression, or maybe it was because I could meet him soon after this fact. My grandfather helped them! Oh my god! Eventually, Damien stopped the magic, lowered his hands, and allowed me to come back to reality. I held on to Damien, who kept a hold of me to make sure I didn't faint. Everything felt so wrong, and yet it all makes sense at the same time. My grandfather knew magic. My grandfather helped the boys. He cast a spell in the mansion on me to protect me.
I was the one who convinced everyone to come to the human world. I was also the one who asked that man, Your grandfather to bring us.
So he helped you come through. What happened after?
He gave us a wallet full of fake IDs and maps of the world. He told us to go anywhere we wanted and that he would pay for everything so we wouldn't have to use our magic. It was like he made us human.
Damien laughed nostalgically. I could tell he was happy remembering how my grandfather had helped. I still couldn't wrap my head around it, but the answer I wanted was 6 feet under and unreachable now. You really want to be a human? Damien looked at me, his eyes glimmering in both hope and shame.
More than anything, I still want to be human. I don't mean just in looks. Everything.
Damien looked his hand, lowering them to the bed between us.
Humans don't read minds. Humans don't hurt people like demons do. I didn't ask to be a demon. I want to learn things, go places, and not have to be bound by magic or anything.
Aww. He said it was pitiful to see him like this. He looked almost like a child, begging me for something he really wanted. I wanted to help him somehow, I just didn't know how.
It's all right.
Damien?
You've already done so much for me and my brothers. Sheltering us. Letting us continue to live here.
Damien frowned, though, gently caressing my cheek with his hand.
I don't want you to get hurt because of us.
Damien lowered his head in shame. I couldn't help but feel my heart squeeze within my chest at the sight. He truly cared. Of course he goddamn truly cared! I hate it when she says that one comment. Damien let out a small sigh before looking to me with a new smile. He hid his sadness well, but I could tell he was still upset about the whole ordeal.
All right. You should sleep.
Damien gently pressed me back onto the bed, resolving what had happened. Ooh. Well, we'll see some sauciness in the next episode.